What's up, guys? Let me get a sip of this because I'm gonna need it. Life of an entrepreneur, right? All right, so we are back with another video. Excuse the hat. The haircut's not looking the best, but this is an awesome hat that I like from the company Dad Gang. They make some awesome hats. I'm all about that. You know, it's kind of who I am. Father of four here, or one on the way. Father of three and one on the way. So February we have a precious little girl on the way. So wish us luck. Your prayers are greatly appreciated. Alright, so what are we talking about today? Last time we talked about tips about shooting large bridal parties. Today, I'm going to be talking about lighting tips for a wedding day. So I have done an extensive amount of education on lighting in general from great educators, mainly like Caitlin James, who is an awesome educator. I have learned so many great things from taking courses from her. Amy and Jordan, who are also associated with Caitlin James, I believe they're very good friends in the industry, and they kind of have the same teaching style, but they have some very good resources as far as education goes. So feel free to check them out in your off time. You'll find a lot of good information. But as far as lighting on a wedding day, in general, a lot of it you can create by planning. So let's talk about what good lighting is on a wedding day. Now this is subjective, but for me, as a natural light photographer, even lighting on the subject and the background. So ideally, on a wedding day, I'm always looking for shade. If I'm indoors, I'm always looking for a large window that has soft lighting coming through the window. And of course, the best situation for lighting is golden hour near sunset, where the whole landscape is very soft and sun-kissed. And it's really easy to find so many good spots. I can just mainly talk about portraits. There's so many parts of the day, but let's just keep it down to portraits. So it depends on what time of day you do these portraits. And keep in mind that certain locations at the venue that you're at are gonna look different at sunset. So there may be an opportunity to shoot at multiple locations at different times of the day. For us, we like to do portraits before and after the ceremony because we always recommend doing a first look. If you do a first look, you have plenty of time before the ceremony to do pictures with the couple, the bridal party, and everything in between. And at this time, when the sun's a little bit higher in the sky, I'm looking for shaded areas. When I'm at venues in wooded areas that have lots of large trees or anything like that, I'm looking for good shade that doesn't have too many hot spots, that I can find nice, soft, even lighting in the foreground and in the background. Because with our editing style, this makes for the best tones for the skin, it makes for the best lighting, and it overall just helps us with that nice, bright, airy look that we go for. If I'm at a venue that's just a really big building with not too much greenery around, not too much landscape. Here, we have a lot of venues that are close to the beach, and there's not too many trees or anything like that. We try to use the building itself as shade. Or if it has nice large windows inside, we try to utilize those windows and get nice soft even lighting indoors as well. I usually try to avoid hot spots under trees where there's lots of sunlight working its way through the trees and you get those hot spots on the skin and the face. Only because in post-processing, it definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to edit that. It doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing. Of course, certain photographers shoot different ways. Some use studio lighting on a wedding day, which isn't ideal for us just because it's so cumbersome to move all that equipment from location to location just to get certain shots. And then of course, these same poses and photos, you can also repeat after the ceremony, another benefit of doing a first look. And now, at golden hour, everything looks twice as good. The lighting is much softer. You can get nice hair lighting or rim lighting around your subject. The skin tones look so much better. Everything at this hour just looks so much better for your portrait. I'll go into more detail exactly about how I actually pose my couples and position them during golden hour to get the look that I want. But in general, during golden hour, you still want to shoot with their backs to the sun and the subject facing you. What this does, it creates a nice rim light around your subject, separates them from the background, and you still have all this soft, even lighting hitting them and bouncing up off the ground back into the subject. And of course, guys, I'm speaking on what works for us, works best for us, what gives us the best results. I'm sure that everybody else has different preferences. If you do, feel free to put them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to learn from you guys what works best for you. I'm always learning, and I know that, you know, as we continue to shoot more weddings, we'll still learn more and more and more as far as what works for us. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.